Merry Christmas, Wolverines. I'm the Grinch.
And I'm Max.
And we stole the Christmas special.
Christmas is a time of year to be thankful for many gifts and share our blessings. This year, the Belen Key Club, in the midst of Christmas spirit, decided to give back. Danny Diaz has a scoop.
Christmas, a time of year filled with joy and cheer. This year, the Belen Key Club decided to give back and spread joy throughout the community. We were able to interview President Nicolas Lebenya to get an insight on these efforts.
Adopt a Family is an event that I proposed last year to Key Club as secretary, and now as president, I'm leading this event. This is an event that I've done as a little kid with my father, and it's with the Kiwanis Club Little Havana, which happens to be our Kiwani sponsor and Key Club. And this event provides Christmas to low-income families and families with severe needs. These are families that have just come from their native countries and are really trying to build a life here in the United States. These families, one of our families is currently lives, it's a mother and a son, and she currently lives with her mother-in-law who in a one-bedroom apartment, and her husband died of COVID in Cuba. So she's been in the US for 9 months. She's working a part-time job trying to get food on the table. And just there are multiple families, and our families even in worse conditions, that are really just trying to make ends meet. So our job is kind of to provide a Christmas to the family.
Alongside the Adopt a Family toy drive, Belen also participated in Warm Hugs, a service event that donated clothes to help keep families cozy this Christmas.
Warm Hugs was a event that first started with one of our 9th grade class representatives, and so we have now implemented this this project and this collection into Key Club. So the point of this event is to go ahead and collect blankets and jackets and pass them out to homeless shelters throughout the county in January. So this event is going to go ahead and provide warmth, and it's going to provide comfort to those that are in deep need.
For WBLN, I'm Daniel Diaz.
Every year, Miami gets a visit from Santa with his enchanted forest. Sebastian Alvarez has more on this and the forest's recent location change.
Santa's Enchanted Forest, originally located in Tropical Park, is an annual Christmas fair brought here to Miami, but was just recently moved to Doral. I got a chance to go to the fair myself and speak with an annual fairgoer.
Honestly, I'm about to go with the new location. It's a lot closer to where I live, and I can imagine that a lot more people live here around this area, so they're going to drive us far to go to Santa's. It feels smaller, but it seems more complete. So there's not a lot of empty space around, and the parking lot is a lot bigger as well. So it asks for more people to be able to come in. I mean, with less people, there's obviously less crowds, so it makes the average person going here a lot more a better experience for them. So they don't have to be waiting in such long lines or anything like that. I would say that it feels a lot more open. There's less trees around, so it takes away from the forest vibe almost. But it does make it feel more open and less cramped, and you gotta maneuver your way around things. It just feels a lot easier to walk around.
From WBLN, I'm Sebastian Alvarez.
Willie has announced that Carlos Barquin, longtime athletic director of Belen Jesuit, will be stepping down from his position at the end of the academic year and will be taking on a new role as the special assistant to the president. More specifically, Barquin will oversee the completion of the new Robert Sears athletic facility and the Office of Advancement in promoting the development of the facility.
Every year, the zoo puts on an amazing light show to show their amazing Christmas spirit. Luis Martinez has more on the package.
For the last decade, Zoo Miami has put together an animal-themed Christmas light show to celebrate the holiday season in style. Zoo Miami's Zoo Lights event began on November 26th and will be open to the public until December 30th. However, this year's light show will be Zoo Miami's biggest yet. We spoke to the legendary Ron McGill about what the new Zoo Light show will look like.
Zoo Lights is set up to be really just a great family affair. The zoo's open, of course, after dark, after hours. We have over 1 million lights spread out through a big part of the zoo that includes, we have carolers singing through the zoo. They make hot chocolate and cookies. Santa's here. You can take your pictures with Santa. It's just a wonderful event where you can come out with a family and be amazed by over 1 million lights. It's not a carnival or anything like that. It's just really enjoying music. We have walls of images that go up on the big walls. We have movies running, Christmas movies running throughout the park. There's different areas you can go through, this alley of all the animals all lit up in lights. So it's just it's a beautiful experience to come out and feel the holiday cheer in a safe family environment. Zoo Lights has been going on, geez, I would think now close to a decade. And we've just been adding to it every year. So it's now become one of the big mainstays.
Anyone who wishes to attend the Zoo Lights event must purchase tickets online at Zoo Miami's official website, zoomiami.org. For WBLN, I'm Luis Martinez.
What's up, Wolverines? I'm Santa Claus, and here's your sports for today. Congrats to the middle school basketball team, who just won the Catholic Athletic League Championship. They defeated St. Kevin in a 55-30 win. Our Wolverine soccer team suffered a tough loss last night against Miami Palmetto, 3-1. Our Wolverine wrestling team that placed third in district duels, Darian Torres won all 4 of his matches yesterday with pins. Congratulations. Victor Torres was able to walk around with some of our faculty and students to get to know their opinions on the upcoming national championship.
With the college football playoffs soon underway, CFB fans across the world are excited to see how the games will play out. But who's going to win? I get a chance to see what our Wolverines think. With no surprise whatsoever, there did seem to be a consensus answer.
Gavin, who do you think is going to win the national championship?
Georgia.
Probably GU.
Georgia. I gotta go with Georgia.
I'm very good at the predictions. If you may recall, I predicted the Florida State victory in halftime over UM. I am going for the Dogs again. They're running it back. They're doing another national championship.
Although we may have had an obvious pick, there was some love for the underdogs.
Andre, who do you think is going to win the national championship?
Hand me the Froggies.
Why is that?
Max Duggan's him.
I've thought about it deeply, and I think TCU is going to take it.
Max Duggan's the guy.
We did have some Michigan and Ohio State faithful, so let's see what they had to say.
Ohio State, man. CJ Stroud, that guy's a dog.
I think that Ohio State has a real good chance of winning this year.
I'm going to have to go with Michigan.
And we did have a confused contestant.
Mr. Mazza, who do you think is going to win the national championship?
Our Wolverines picked Georgia Bulldogs to take home the championship this year. Who do you think will win? Find out on January 9th to see who's going to take home the trophy. For WBLN, I'm Victor Torres.
Now for some pro sports. A rival game took place this Thursday night with the San Francisco 49ers barely trailing away from the Seahawks 21-13. The 49ers clinched their division yesterday and plan to continue their winning streak. The Miami Dolphins take on the Buffalo Bills tomorrow at primetime. Dolphins are looking to secure their wildcard spot at the end of the away stretch. The Miami Heat had a tough game last night versus the Rockets, but the Heat clinched the win with an 11-108 win and a big game from Tyler Hero, dropping 41 points, his career high, along with 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and Tyler Hero had 10 3-pointers yesterday in his 41-point game. The Heat will take on the Spurs tomorrow at 5 o'clock. That's all your sports for today. Now back to the Grinch and Max at the desk.
Oh, Santa, my heart. It's grown. Anyways, that does it for all your news for today. Remember to follow us on all social medias and stay safe.
And stay golden, Wolverines.